Rules and friendship. The sun did not always shine over our clinic. Sometimes dark clouds hover in the sky above us. One of these clouds appeared in the form of a woman rather familiar to me. A while back, I had bought a car from her husband, and we were on good terms with each other. On occasion, my wife and I would encounter this couple on various events. Step by step, we became somewhat like friends. Not close friends, but not strangers to each other either. The woman stepped aside with her female Yorkie, whom she usually brought in for vaccination and grooming. This time the woman asked to see the doctor because her dog was not feeling well. The doctor was absent and would be back in a couple of hours. "What should I do?" asked the woman. "I have to go shopping, but my baby is not well today. I'm worried it might be something serious. I know you are not a licensed doctor, but you are so familiar with dog health issues. Can you just tell what I should be expecting?" I checked the dog temperature and the texture of her skin, and it was hot and dehydrated. I looked over the dog and found some discharge of his uterus. The female was intact, not straight. Her last bouts of heat had occurred about a month ago. The general picture showed all signs of uterus inflammation. Our office had a lot of experience with the issue related to the pets who aren't fixed. As I mentioned, the majority of our clients are immigrants who have held the mentality of the places they came from. One of the characteristics of such a mentality is the avoidance of spaying and neutering dogs and cats. This is not even a question of money. What they save is their pets are young and they will spend their pets are old. It's just a matter of owners' projection of their own fame of reflecting onto their own pets. These owners forget that their pets' desires are strictly connected to reproduction, while their own life, sex, and reproduction can exist in separate spheres. And they forget too that pets will not have the same opportunity as the humans to satisfy their desires. There's a biological law. If an organ does not work in a proper way, it will become most likely work in the wrong one. The uterus of the unfixed dog and cats are rarity. If ever used as intended, courtesies, pregnancy, birth recovery courtesies, etc. A normal pet owner just can't let them do it that way. They can't afford to take care of hundreds of kittens and puppies. Thus, the unexploded uterus is a consequence of warmth, humidity, and nutrients. Plus, the organ has a special layer of protection meant for embryos from any immune and chemical attackers. It is dream heaven for any bacteria. Once in a while, especially when the female grows older and number of missed heats increase, the bacteria manage to get inside, and then it's only a matter of time, not so long by the way, weeks or even days, before the uterus turns into a balloon of pus. All the vagina is closed, it might smell and then blow up inside the female body, after which point the inflammation will generalize. Sometimes this can happen in a matter of hours. This is a rarely dangerous emergency. If the vagina is open and the pus has the way out of procedure can be slower, but the same surgery to remove the balloons of pus will still be necessary. Perspective systems designed to defend embryos will protect the bacteria inside the uterus from any antibiotics treatment. Now that you understand the risk of pyometria, the education part of the story is over, and we can return to the event itself. As soon as I was confident in my diagnosis, I called the doctor to find out whether he would be back to perform the surgery and what should I do next. He said the earliest he could be in the clinic was in 2 hours. He also asked our technicians to do X-ray to confirm the diagnosis and gave the price estimate. I passed the information along to the owner. She accepted everything and even spoke to the doctor directly. As a part of the operation protocol, I inject the antibiotics selected and dosed by the doctor. "What's next?" asked the owner. "Nothing," I responded. "We have to wait until the doctor comes back. You know, I don't have to leave my dog in the hospital cage. It's too stressful for her. I'll work her a little and then come back." "No problem." She left and never appeared in our office. Not this day, not any other day after it. She also did not pick up her phone. Our technician suggested she probably went to another doctor. A new vet clinic has recently opened its doors not too far away from us, and they were trying to lure clients away with reduced prices. Now that the madam knew that her dog's diagnosis, she could negotiate the costs. The hunch was correct. It was confirmed that in the week that we got a letter from madam's attorney. The letter stated that the dog had died during the surgery, and because we had performed an injection and we provided a preliminary checkup including an X-ray, we should be responsible for this damage. They had probably tried to sue the doctor who had performed the surgery too, but this part was not mentioned to us. Of course, Madam Attorney had the winning argument. It does not matter that the dog's owner was the sort of friend of mine. It didn't matter that the owner begged me to help the dog as quickly as possible. It didn't matter that licensed vets supervised the procedure over the phone. It did not even matter that the real case of doctor death was not our fault. We were punished for bending the rule a little. They won the case, and our insurance paid them a huge sum of money. They raised our premiums. And the lesson is, when it comes to matter of health, do not touch animals unless you are a licensed veterinarian. After this episode, should we trust people even if they are our friends?